So these holy ones, they went through what you're going through. And they believed in something, and the whole family does not believe in it. What do you do then? What is it that you want? You want them to believe? Allah is going to make them to believe. He is the turner of hearts, not you, not me, not anyone. You're living with them. They're your father, they're your mother. You respect them, but they don't believe in the way that you believe. It's okay. Lakum dinukum waliyadin. To you your religion, to me mine. This is what Allah is saying in the Quran. Are they respecting you and loving you despite your belief? Yes, they are. Then you should find some common ground. Don't find conflict. Find common ground and stay on those common grounds and live properly. If they don't believe in what you're believing in, and you are the one who's always bringing up what you believe and they don't believe in it, pull that away. Find common ground and live, because they are part of your family. You have more things that are common than things that are different. They love you, they respect you. It is obligation in Islam to love and to respect them. You cannot force anyone. And in Islam, especially in tariqat, forcing doesn't mean pushing down. It doesn't mean pushy too. It means to do something, to say something without permission. That is already bad adab. Meaning you have to ask permission. To enter into a house, you have to ask permission. You cannot just enter. To enter into a room that belongs to someone else, Islam is saying it is forbidden for you to enter until you ask permission. So there are certain subjects that they don't want to talk about, they don't believe in. Don't be busy with those subjects. But I want to talk about my religion. You know what? Your religion is not just what you can talk. Your religion is what you believe and what you live, how you live your religion. You can talk and talk and talk and they don't believe. But you can carry out one advice, one sunnah of the Prophet without saying it is coming from Islam. Everyone will accept because it's only good that comes from it. For example, what? What are we saying after every zikr, every sohbet? Say something that is only going to benefit you and others, or else keep silent. Now, which person in his right mind is going to say, I don't believe in this? This is wrong. This is coming from the devil. This is evil. Which person? That person must be shaitan to say this is wrong. Prophet is saying, alayhi salatu wasalam, either say something that gives benefit to you and to others, or else keep silent. And especially in these days, where nothing is silent anymore, and everything you want to publicize and proclaim through the whole world, and it gets everyone into trouble. To be silent, it is a lost treasure in these days. So, what if they don't support what you believe in? Well, you live in their house. It is their house you're living in. Islam has so many laws. The law is to protect you. You live in their house, you don't have too much right, because you live in their house. They have the right to say, do this and don't do this, speak like this or don't, because you're living under their roof, no? They're putting food on the table. It is your house. That time somebody comes to visit, you have the right to say, these are the things that we don't talk about, these are the things that we talk about. You have that right, because it belongs to you now. But you don't have too much right if you're living under someone else's roof and they're the ones who's putting food on your table. Now, if it is you are visiting them or they're visiting you. And they start to say very bad things about the religion or Islam, put it in one ear, put it out through the other. First, you got to do that. Be patient. Learn how to control your anger. Then, later on, akılsız. Every time, confusion, always entering, every single time. Because the shaitan is whispering, immediately following. You're not thinking, not using the intelligence. Shaitan and the nafs prod you to do something, and immediately you're doing it. We are screaming at you, don't do it. Years, you don't listen. Something very wrong there. The veil has been put. Remove that or we're going to rip it. Now, if they are doing things to make you feel really uncomfortable, and they are saying things and it hurts you in so many ways, Islam is saying, everything that you're doing, look to the life of the Prophet, look to the life of his companions, follow it from there. Seek help from that. The Prophet ﷺ, how many years he was in Mecca? 13 years he was in Mecca. His own hometown, amongst his family, amongst people who loved him. That before he started speaking about Islam, they call him Al-Amin, the trustworthy ones. He was called to arbitrate between warring clans and tribes. They say he's the most trustworthy one, we love him. 40 years. Not when he's only 17, 40 years. Then, when the revelation was given to him, and he says, La ilaha illallah. Forget all your divisions. We are one Lord, worshipping to one Lord. We are one ummat. We are one brotherhood. Destroy all your distinctions and destroy all your idols that you've also built in your heart. They turn against him. For 13 years. What is it that they did to him? What they didn't do to him? Slandering, torturing. Every kind of humiliation they did to him and to his followers. How many were his followers and who were his followers at that time, 13 years in Mecca? His followers were the majority of the rich and the powerful and the Quraysh tribe. And no, most of them, they were orphans and widows. They were the people who were poor, who had no power, who had no voice. And what was he speaking for? He was speaking about how turn away from this world. Come back to yourself. Don't be tyrants. Take care of each other. Believe that Allah is watching. He's judging you. And you have to answer for everything that we have done in this world in the hereafter. There is a hereafter. They turn against him. 13 years. They beat, they tortured, they killed, they starved, they did everything. For 13 years, not 1 year, 13 years. Did he get up with a sword in his hand and declared war against them? No, he didn't. 13 years. After 13 years, Allah gave him the order, now, because so much resistance coming to you. Did Allah say now fight? No. Allah says now emigrate. Leave. They are being tyrants, they're being cruel. They're not accepting, leave. So he left. They left. They went to Medina. Then when those animals decided they want to finish him once and for all, and they gathered 1,000 people in the troops with the best technology and equipment that they had at that time to battle against a group that were orphans, poor people with nothing in their hands. And when they met in the plains of Badr to go to war, The Sahabis, there were only 313. While the Quraysh, there were over 1,000 people. They only had 2 horses. And those ones, they had hundreds of horses. Some of them were going to battle just with sticks and stones in their hands. They were not fighters, they were not warriors. And when they came to attack Medina, still Prophet ﷺ did not say, now we stand up and we fight. He kept quiet because the order did not come yet. They said, Ya Rasulullah, they're going to come us. They come to us, they're going to finish us. And he says, no, we are not going to do anything. They say, we will die. He says, then we will die as martyrs. He says, the order has not been given to me. We are not going to go. Knowing full well they can come and they can destroy everything. He was testing their faith. Allah is testing everyone's faith and everyone's submission and everyone's love to the Holy Prophet ﷺ. They said, we left everything, our children, our parents, to come here to find some peace, to practice our religion. Now they're coming to attack us, and still you're not giving us the right to defend ourselves. He says, no. If Allah did not give us the order, we will not move. Until Allah gave the order. And when that ayat came, throw the sword, throw the spear. It is you who's throwing, but it is Allah who is striking. So that time, then they had the permission to defend themselves. So that happened. You're being attacked in your house. Leave. They're not going to follow you, don't worry, to destroy you. Leave. Don't fight with them. Pray for them. Because the religion of Islam, it is not talking, it is a lifestyle. The way that you carry yourself, the way that you walk, the way that you talk, these are called the sunnats of the Rasulullah. His examples. You put it in your life, and every sunnat is beautiful, and every sunnat is accepted. Has to be accepted by regular, intelligent people. That when they see and they like, even if they don't understand, they see and they like and they accept, safety will come to them. So, if they're not attacking you, be with them. Learn to get along. If they're still attacking you, leave. Move away, be free, but don't cut off ties with them. Because who knows, one day they're going to turn around. After everything that you've done to bring common ground, and if it's still very hostile to you, then leave. But so many people too come into Islam, especially if they come into Islam through the hands of the Wahhabis. Oh, it's finished. Like Shaykh Effendi is saying, from the frying pan into the fire. Before they were not Muslims, suddenly they found Islam, they get filled up with such arrogance and self-righteousness. Then they go home and they start preaching to their parents who are non-Muslim, their families who are non-Muslim, saying you're going to go to hell, you're going to do this. Bruh, you didn't remember where you came from? Who is speaking like that? Which prophet? Which saint is speaking like that? So that is even worse now. And that is forbidden in our way. So that's all right. Maybe you being with them and praying for them is going to bring more blessings to them. And may it be easy, inshallah. These are the days where it is not so easy to carry faith. Yes, it's not just for people who enter into Islam. It's people who accept tariqat too. People who are Muslims, been Muslims. You all know what I'm talking about. You accept tariqat, you accept the sheikh, suddenly you see your whole family turning against you. You see all your friends turning against you. What is it that is so weird? And 100%, not 99, 100% of these ones who are against, they never once come to our face to sit in front of us and to say, why is this like this? Why is this like that? To question. But they know behind our backs to slander and to speak and to lie and to complain. Never they come. We say, we don't know anything, but if you have questions, You don't understand? Sit in front of us like a human being and ask. We may give you some answer. Never. They're happy just to make fitna and confusion behind. So, what can we do? This is Akhir Zaman. Inshallah, one day they will come around. May Allah make it easy. Fatiha.